All right, so now we're going to get into our TV section, and we are both huge Love Island fans. Love Island All Stars just premiered last night.
I missed it.
Did my wife not tell you?
No.
Okay, not gonna lie. Told her to tell all of you in your little group. It premiered like yesterday, because it premiered in like when it actually is happening on Monday, but Peacock wasn't getting it until
Tuesday.
yesterday.
Okay. Wait, Wednesday.
Yeah. So we're a couple days behind, which is perfectly fine. But yeah, it's on Peacock now.
Okay.
Yeah. So trying to watch Love Island All Stars. Check it on Peacock. I don't know what time it premieres. I am not a Peacock person, but I needed something, okay? I've been watching a lot of TV shows this year, and I've been watching a lot of serious one. We did watch like Love is Blind and stuff, but I didn't watch enough reality TV, to be honest. And so my wife had some time off, and we were trapped in snow. And I was like, you know what? My friend told me that Love Island Australia this season is really good. I'm going to watch it. And it's a great season.
Really?
Okay, here's the problem that all these people need to understand is that Love Island USA that just happened is an anomaly.
Yes.
Okay? It's the best season, I think, of all Love Island ever.
Yeah.
Okay? And so a lot of US people are trying to now watch, like, fill that void, and they're just getting on to like either UK or Australia, and they're like, it's not the same.
It's not.
And it's not the same at all. And I'm fine with that because I understand what Australia is. And I think out of all the like the different areas, Love Island Australia is the best timed episode. So we cut out all the bullshit of like, let's get the makeup done. Let's talk in the mornings. Let's like all the.
Can I have a chat? Can I have a chat?
The filler time. We Love Island Australia gets rid of filler time, and sometimes it feels like they even skip a day, maybe, because they're just like, if nothing happens, we're just not going to show you shit that happens.
Which is the correct way you should be doing it.
And so what they do is, instead of having like actual voters and stuff like that, they have what is called super fans. So they get like, I don't know, to be honest, I don't know how many people, but they get these people that like submit to be a super fan, and then they get to watch everything that's going on. And so then they get to make the decisions. They get to see like who gets to go on these dates, who gets to do this, based on super fans.
Oh.
So
and this is like a set group throughout the season?
Yes. So it's like, let's just make it up number. Let's say there's 10 people that like have watched Love Island since day one. Those 10 people are the only people who get to watch it as it's happening.
And so now they're almost like the producers.
Yes. And so
that's crazy.
Yes. At one point they were like, hey, the super fans chose, like, they're all good in their couples and they're all happy and stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, hey, these super fans want to see what these other couples will look like just randomly. And so they just randomly put them in other couples that they're like, oh, nothing's going to happen. And then shit happens. So
Because they know. They know if you give a man one opportunity to cheat, he will.
So let's. I want to talk about these characters. We're gonna knock them out. Let's go in boys first.
No, do the girls first.
Girls first. Okay. Yeah. You have Hannah. All right. Hannah is she describes herself as a Barbie.
She looks like a Barbie.
She does look like a Barbie.
She's got the pink bikini and rib cage to show it.
Horrible person. Horrible person. She gets what she wants. She understands how to play like the flirt game for dumb boys.
Oh.
She knows how to work dumb boys.
Yeah.
But also, she's jealous. She's a jealous girl. I don't like Hannah at all. Like she sucks. She fucking sucks. You have M. M is the chillest person. She shouldn't be on this show, to be honest.
She looks very chill, and by that I mean bisexual.
Oh, one no, yeah, she is.
She just looks like she looks like a bi queen.
There's 1,000,000% like she's bi. They're like she like at one point it was like kiss whoever you want to, and she chooses a girl to kiss.
Yep, there we go. Called it.
No, she's a model. She is. I think she's too blasé. Like too like people are trying to get her man, and she's just like, If
you can take him, take him.
Yeah, but then starts to get jealous but doesn't understand how to communicate like, hey, I actually really like you and I really have feelings about you, but doesn't know how to communicate. She doesn't want kids at all. She just wants to travel around, no kids and everything like that. Great person though.
I feel like she was put on this show to like challenge the men.
Yeah, and then at one point one man tried to challenge her and something spikes, and then she's like, all right, now let me show a little bit of my true colors a little bit more, and she's like a lot more vibrant, like fuck this guy, fuck this, blah blah blah. We love him. Love him. Sophie is a pick me. First of all, she's friends with all the girls. You can't tell her a secret. Because she literally is the type that spoils, like tells everybody the secret. And like you can't fucking like get away from her.
I'm getting Kaylor vibes from her.
Okay, first of all, Hannah looks just like Kaylor. Like,
a little bit, yeah.
Like what on the show, you're gonna be like Kaylor.
Oh,
Kaylor,
really?
Kaylor. Yes. But Sophie, yeah, I will get the Kaylor reference. She kind of is kind of like Kaylor. Sophie actually comes in when one of her ex guys she slept with is on the show. We'll get to him in a minute. And she is like the type of person who's like, I want this guy and I'll do anything. Like she's not a kind of backstabber, but like more like I'll do anything for the boy to get the boy. If you know what I'm saying.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anal.
Alicia, she's a bitch. Like I'm just gonna be honest.
You were not saying like the only thing you kind of had someone nice to say was M, and even then you were like she was too like just blasé.
I love Sophie. I actually love Sophie.
Okay,
she's a good person.
Okay,
you can't tell her anything though. If you want a real secret, don't tell her.
Got you.
Yes, she will have your back. But she will also tell the entire villa about what you stand for.
But she's the reason that you need your back had.
Yes, in some instances. Alicia, yeah, she's kind of wild. She's hot. Like she's like I would say in this first group, she's the hottest girl. She's also a jealous girl. Like she's a short, angry person.
I feel like you cannot go onto these shows as a jealous person. But they pick those people for that reason.
I like a jealous person. I don't like a girl who like I hate when they pick girls that aren't willing to like just throw it out there, you know?
Oh.
Like I hate the girls that are like, oh,
you have to come to me.
Like, yeah, they come to me and like I just want to be only in a relationship and like they're like I hate relationship people. You're on a dating show. Make out with some people, fucking get a little dirty, make some entertainment, then to eventually find your man, and then call it a day. Not first guy I see, that's me, and that's all I want. Like boring. You're boring.
I feel like this, if he wanted to, he would idea has really like dug into these shows for some reason. And first of all, it's not true. This whole if he wanted to, he would thing. We've got to get over that because that's just such an oversimplification about how people work and move within spaces and how we work in these very complex relationships that we have that feel even more complex. And like, you're never going to get anything just by sitting there.
Exactly. Like M says like, I attract, I don't go after. Like, I hate when girls say that because it's like, so if you like a guy and want a guy, but he doesn't know you're interested or anything, so he doesn't go towards you or thinks you're good in your couple, it's his fault? Like,
yeah.
I don't get that. Mimi, we love Mimi.
Oh.
Mimi is the she's fun, she's cool.
She's got her cowboy boots on.
Yeah, she will cut a bitch though. Cross her friend, she'll cut you. Okay, it's just that simple. She's down to fight. And she also likes to stir the pot. Where she's like, oh, you two are fucking around like that? Well, guess what? Let's find out. At one point, one of the challenges is like, okay, pick the person who you think is the most toxic and kiss them on cheek. And she was like, can I pick two? And picks two people and kisses them both on the cheek and bows. And I was like, okay, like.
I really relate to Mimi because you start fucking around on me. I'm like, all right, I'll just sleep with the rest of the house. like I'm not gonna get mad. I'm gonna get even. And that's why I'm single.
That's why I'm single. Xanthi, she has two brain cells. At first I thought she was going to be smart. No, she has two brain cells and she's a crier. She's the emotional one, and yeah, that's it. There's literally nothing going on up here.
And so what's interesting about that is that I said that Sophie kind of felt like Kaylor. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of feels like all 6 of these women are different sides of Kaylor.
Yes.
Which is why that season of USA was just so good, because you had people like that could encapsulate all of these feelings and all of these different types of women.
So going to the guys.
Okay.
Dumbest group of guys
They're Australian.
that have ever been on TV.
But the question is, are they actually dumb or do they just sound Australian?
No, they're actually dumb.
Okay.
So let's start off. Zayn, for instance. Zayn has nothing. Like, when I tell you, girls try to talk to him, and he's just like, "Yeah, I need a girl for gym." No,
okay. So another problem I'm seeing, I'm just going to say this now, and I've been having this issue with a lot of these shows throughout the day, is obviously they are picking the hottest people that they can find. And I feel like for women, this isn't necessarily the case, but men whose sole focus is their physical appearance, they do not care and are not working on anything else going on. Not their personality, not their interests. Their interests are getting hotter.
Yeah, no. So Sophie actually fucked him. Zayn and Sophie fucked before they got on the show.
I mean, I'd watch.
And Sophie comes in like as a bombshell. Has like, they have blindfolds on. She makes out with all the guys, and she goes to Zayn. He's like, "Do you miss this?" And so the whole entire time, like, I'm not going to spoil anything, but Sophie, like, they fucked, and she straight up was like, "That was some good dick." And she's like, the entire time you can tell she still wants Zayn.
When she got dickmatized.
And when I tell you, Zayn has like no brain cells going on at all. And like, again, I'm just like watching, and I'm just like, what makes this man attractive? Because the second he talks, you know there's nothing up there.
I will say there is something nice about a man who just shuts the fuck up.
I can understand that.
Like,
I can understand.
I was like,
that.
when, especially like in my job all day, I'm just like talking and talking and talking and making decisions and all that. I just need somebody there who, like, we don't need to talk more when I get home.
You just need to work out, right? Like, let's go to the gym.
No, you go to the gym. I'll have dinner ready by the time you get back. It'll be so much protein.
He has back knee.
Because of the steroids.
Yeah.
Again, these men don't care about anything about looking other than looking hot, and they're willing to deal with some back knee. And to be honest, a lot of women are willing to deal with some back knee because they need something to pick at.
Yeah. We can go next is Nico. Nico he has the best body.
Which one's Nico? Oh, you're like really skipping around here.
So Nico, he's a Greek guy. He is the type of guy, like, he's like I'm focused on you. He likes to focus on a certain women.
He has no tattoos and no body hair, and like that's just like such a
not you.
I need one or the other.
But he's a good guy. I like Nico. and he gets kind of fucked over a couple times. Next one is Indigo. Top, Indigo. He's ugly. Ugly. Like he's not meant for this show, at all.
He's just like a butterface.
Yeah,
like, you know
and
what I
like
mean?
nobody really likes him. And so
Didn't that happen? Didn't that happen in USA?
It happens in every.
What happens with a lot?
Yeah,
like
you pick a nice guy, and like again, nice guys finish last. They do. They do.
And especially when they're put up against like this is what the problem I have with these shows. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I maybe I'm looking at it through a different lens because I'm attracted to men and like all that stuff. But like, they just pick. I feel like the women are usually at least interesting. There's nothing interesting about a sad boy who does nothing.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing interesting about that. And okay, continue.
Yeah, no, I think it is more interesting to pick a sad girl that is hot than a sad boy, because that sad boy isn't the guy that gets any girl excited. But at least a sad girl, a dumb guy is like, you're hot.
He's like, wow, you're so complicated.
Yeah, like Kane is an interesting guy.
Kane looks like a menace.
Kane, yeah, kind of.
Like,
good time though. He's a great fun.
Oh,
fun
I'm
dude.
sure he's a good time.
Yes.
I'm sure he's the life of the party and everyone loves him.
Yeah, no.
Until 2 a.m. when he's drunk and makes everyone cry.
Or you're like, hey, Kane, please just shut up. Like, I don't want to hear you.
See, again, here we are.
Yes.
That part.
Yes. Okay. I would say the two hottest guys. You have Dylan. Dylan looks like your typical fuckboy. And he kind of is your typical fuckboy.
I mean, any more so than these other guys?
No. Okay, no, actually more so. So Zane, the big guy, that likes to work out. They did the talent show, and it's like a kind of like a half-ass talent show. It's like showcase of talent, and straight up he like made like a balloon animal, which is like random, but like cool.
That adds layers to you.
Dylan literally goes up and he was like, all my talents are sexual, and we're just like, oh my god, bro,
dude, that's just so. How old is he? 24?
No, he's like 26, like 25.
This is where I'm just like, this is where I know I'm getting older, is when I hear like men and women in those situations, they're like, and you know, the only thing good about me is this pussy. Like, I'm just like, you're a child. You're literally a child.
It's like, so he literally said for his talent, he was just like, my eyes. And he's wearing sunglasses, takes off his sunglasses, starts to stare. And I'm just like,
I think you were a serial killer if
I
you
was
did
like,
that to
is
me.
this not the most cringiest thing ever? Also, worst part about him, okay, uses way too much tongue. Like, and it Joe, I will after this, I will show you a clip of him making out, and you're like, okay.
I'm not gonna lie. A lot of guys use way too much tongue. A lot of men do it. I don't know why, and they don't use it right. It should be light, subtle licks around the teeth. Maybe every now and then you swipe it in, but I mean, there's some. I've had literally try, like, they literally are sucking on my tongue.
No, I'm talking. He goes full on lick inside your mouth, like nonstop. And like,
I bet he got a big tongue too.
No, he does have a big tongue.
I bet he got a big tongue too.
Yes, and all the girls are like the girls you're comparing. He's like, he just uses a lot. Like they're like, oh, like they're like turned on and hot by it, but it's just like still like.
And so this is where I like have these feeling is like, these men do not work on anything. The worst kissers I've had in my life, 10s. Like, you know what I mean? Because people are just sleeping with them and then not giving them any feedback because they're hot.
Facts. And pretty privilege is a real thing.
Pretty privilege is a real thing, and that's all this show is.
Yeah, this is exactly what the show is. And we're giving them more privilege because they got a platform now. And last but not least is Taylor. Taylor is, I would say, the most complex person
he got some
in this.
Big ears on him.
He's very attractive. Has all the tattoos and everything like that.
And he's got that.
He's a big guy.
He's got that beard going on.
No, Taylor, I would probably say, is like the kind of alpha-ish of the bunch. he can say very deep and like expressive things that you're like, holy shit. He is very emotionally like can sense people's emotions very well. But at the same time, he always wants to make it seem like he's the good guy when he's doing fucked up shit.
Ooh.
And tries to reverse almost like, hey, I noticed that. Like he's projecting how he wants you to feel. So you feel it. And then that way, like this outcome happens. He's like, it was never me. It was you like the whole time. And so like, and that doesn't happen till like episodes later. Like at first you think
you're like in for it.
You're like
ride or die.
I'm not gonna lie. Like I was like texting my friend who watched the whole season. I was like, oh no, I love Taylor. Taylor's a great guy. Awesome. Amazing. And she's like, just watch. And then you start watching and you're like, hold on.
That's how I felt about Aaron back in the day.
Yeah, no. So all in all,
yeah, this sounds like a great time.
Great time.
And you want to throw bombshells into that mess?
Throw a lot of bombshells. So for the girls, two of the hottest bombshells.
Hell yeah.
They're
That's
fucking
so
hot.
nice to hear because I feel
They're
like on USA
hot.
the bombshells were like shitty.
The bombshells for the guys, however. Oh no, there's a couple hot guys. Yeah, okay. Now I'm thinking about it. There's a couple hot guys. One guy is from F Boy Island. That comes on. He was a good guy from F Boy Island. But no, all in all, great time. Great. This one guy, his name is Tommy that joins. He's on TikTok and he eats like eggs. Like sniffs like a fucking egg and then chews it with the shells and stuff like. When I tell you he's the most Aussie dude. That if you can think of like a country Aussie, that's him.
I'm not gonna.
And he makes the fucking villa much better.
I'm not gonna lie. I find is he the one with the mullet? Is
Yes.
that the, okay? Because I've seen him on TikTok.
Yes.
But like, I've met a few Australians in my life. Every one of them, fucking weird, fucking crazy, from like different sides. Like I met like country out there people.
Yeah.
All that. But then I used to work with this girl and she like went to like a boarding school with like houses, like Harry Potter houses.
Yeah.
Like she was like she's wealthy. Like
She's wealthy.
Like I remember her telling me about how like in high school when her and her friends would get in fights, they would sue each other. Like
can't relate.
Like and so
Can't
like
relate.
and so I'm just sitting there, but then she's like telling me about like shoeys and Vegemite. Which do you know what a shoey is?
No.
It's where you take your shoe, pour a beer in it, and then drink it. Or you take a flip flop and run it down like a luge, like an ice luge.
WPS, man.
And they want to sit here and say like Americans are fucked in the head. Like that's
WPS.
disgusting. That's
WPS.
that's crazy. Have you athlete's foot?
WPS. That's all I gotta say.
I don't. Oh, okay. I was like,
White people shit, man.
I figured it out. I was like, I had to think about it for a second. I was like, you keep saying, yeah, because they killed all the Aboriginals.
Yeah.
But they want to be on some high shit. Anyways, they want to be some high horse shit with America. I don't know what it is. I feel like Australians talk a lot of shit on us, and they have no room to talk.
To be honest, I really think like a lot of Australians are just the baby of like UK and American like put into,
But like still in the 80s.
yeah.
Because I'm so tired of the mullet mustache combo. Like, babe, you are not a porn star in the 80s. Stop.
Yes.
I think just having a single mustache, unless it's like a handlebar mustache or it's like really thick and puffy, if you just have some like single, that's the gayest fucking thing I ever seen in my life. Like,
You're not wrong.
Like, what are you, a sailor?
Yeah, you're not
like,
wrong.
I don't understand what the mustache is
Actually,
for.
no. There's a lot of straight men that can really rock a nice stash.
Who?
Michael B.
He usually has a goatee with it.
He does usually have a goatee, but he rocked a stash and he looked good with the stash.
Okay, so if you look like Michael B. Jordan, you can have a mustache.
There's a lot of now I'm thinking about it, there's a lot of black men that have stashes that look good.
Okay, so white men. I think this like a white man with that furry fucking mustache. You know what I'm talking about.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm trying to think I don't have like that many black, white, or white guys like top of my head with a stat. To be honest, like none. Like now,
The only one I can think of are in like Top Gun. Don't they have mustaches in
I
that?
just love that though.
I don't know.
They love it.
So but that's what I'm saying. If you're just like a regular Joe on the street, you're not man enough to handle a mustache. Either grow out a full beard or nothing at all.
So if I give Love Island USA a 10,
There's just a lot of mustaches.
I would give this 8.5, man. Because also it feels quick. Like it doesn't like to be honest. Not like now
USA kind of meandered a bit.
I give it a 9, solid 9.
Ooh.
It's not. There's drama. There's it's not as much forced drama. But I would say the pacing is what accelerates this. There's less episodes. It's a good time, good watch, great fun, and like when I tell you, like the second we're done with this, I'm gonna watch the ending. I haven't seen the finale. We're like 3 episodes away.
Who on here do you think should be like, if you could put them on All Stars, should be on All Stars?
Dylan, I'll put Dylan Taylor, and I would also put Hannah, and I would put Sophie because she won't fucking shut the fuck up.
You kind of you cast for the drama.
Oh, duh!
I like that.
What are we doing?
No, a lot of
I'm a
people.
producer. What am I doing?
A lot of people just. You're not a producer. A lot of people just pick their favorites, and that's where I thought it was gonna go. But you went. You were.
No, I want.
That was good. Those are some good picks.
I want nothing but drama.
And what is this on?
This is on Hulu.
Hulu.
Yep, on Hulu.
All right.
Yeah, UK, Australia, Hulu, USA, Peacock. Yeah, don't know why. But hey, watch it.